We now discuss sedimentary rocks. Now the formation of the rock, it takes place by the process of the weathering and denudation. So over a period of time, the eroded material, they are deposited at one of the places layer by layer, leading up to the formation of the sedimentary rocks. Now it occurs because of the two processes. One is the compaction, the another one that is cementation. Now what are these? By compaction, we mean that when all the air and the water is taken out of the sediments. And by cementation, we mean that when the minerals are left in between the fragments of the sediment. So both of these processes, it lead up to the formation of the sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks, they are also known as the stratified rocks. Look at the slide that is running in front of you. Now this slide, visibly we can see the various layers of the strata. They are being shown to us. So this is the sedimentary rocks, whereby the layers of the rocks that we could see on them. Type of the sediments, it include gravel, sand, silt, clay and silt. All of the work of the river or the glacier or the wind. Type of the sedimentary rocks, it include the mechanically formed rocks. These rocks, they are formed by already existing kind of the rocks by the process of the weathering and the erosion. So various agents of denudation, they break them and then transport them to form the new type of the sedimentary rocks. Now generally sandstone, shale, mudstone, conglomerate, they are the type of the sedimentary rocks. Go through the feature of these which is given in the book. Now we come to the next type, which is organically formed rocks. Now this rock category of the sedimentary, it is formed because of the dead remains of the sea plants or the animals which have been buried and preserved in these rocks for a longer period of time. So this type of the rocks, they contain the fossils in them, and it is basically composed of the calcium carbonate. So these rock types, they are also found on the sides of the swamp and the forest, and then they are known as the carbonaceous rocks. Then we have the another category of the sedimentary rock that is formed chemically. Now it will be formed when the water, it is dissolved and then it evaporates. It leaves behind the crystallized mineral, which is then known as the chemically formed rocks. They collect in lagoons and the salt lakes through evaporation. The dissolved minerals in the water, it evaporates and chemically sedimentary rocks, they are formed. Then we have the aeolian sedimentary rocks. Losses is the most important aeolian deposit. Now what are these? These are the very fine grains of the soil. These sediments that are deposited after the transportation by the winds, they are known as the aeolian deposits. Then we have the glacial sedimentary rocks. Now the deposits that is known as the moraines, they are the leftover of the glacial movement. So it is the collection of the material which has been transported or deposited by the ice. Then we have the formation of the petroleum and the coal. Now these formation, it takes place in the rock because of the excessive heat and pressure that is applied to the dead remains of the plants and the animals. So over a period of time, they would turn out to be petroleum, coal or natural gas. So these products, they are also of the sedimentary origin. So then what are the main features of these sedimentary rocks? Now these rocks, they are found in the strata, in the layers. So these are known as the stratified rocks. Now these rocks, they are deposited in the seas and the oceans. So the sediment size, it decreases. Alright. Then the sedimentary rocks, they are permeable and porous in nature, and sedimentary rocks contain the fossils in them, and these sedimentary rocks, they have a huge economic importance.